Okay guys, welcome to another They Did What. Excuse me. Now I am looking at, I'm kind of being quite self-indulgent this week. I'm looking at Synapse Software, which is a software company which I really enjoyed the output of. They were a very early American computer game development company and publishing company. They ran from 1981 to 1984 and they developed sort of primarily for the Atari 8-bit computers, and then eventually they moved on to the Commodore 64 and other systems. They put out some absolutely stonking games, stuff like Fort Apocalypse, Seamus, Blue Max. Now these were all eventually released in the UK through the publishing company US Gold. But I love these games. These were the games that really kick-started my love affair with video games, and says as such I'll always have a warm fuzzy feeling when I play any of their games. There are one or two stinkers which you shall see in very shortly, but anyway I'll just leave it with you. You can look at a few of the sort of cassette inlays and adverts. Right, okay, let's kick things off with Blue Max. Now this was one of the very first games for the C64 that I played. Now when you think, I mean it was made in 1983, blimey, I didn't realise it was that long ago. When you think and look at some of the software that came out in 1983, something like this was just so polished. You know, so anyway, let's enough of my waffle, let's kind of play and talk. Now it's been a while since I played that. Yeah, it's to move up you press forward, to almost to come down you pull back, to release a bomb you pull down and tap the fire button. I used to really enjoy this game back in the day. Graphics, sound are both excellent. I'm not quite sure if do you ever get to the end of the game. I'm guessing you probably don't. Now, to try and take out a plane, you need to whoa! Bollocks! You instantly think pull back to go up, so that was my fault. Now, if you try and take off before the speed gets to 100% like that, so before it gets to 100, you instantly crash. Okay, let's go. So you need to wait for it to get to 100 like so, then you press up. Now I'm trying to, damn it, I'm trying to get myself aligned so I can shoot down the plane. You've got to get the right height. Right, so it would probably be easier if it was pull back to go up, because that's instinctively what you do when you're playing an aeroplane game. But you've also got to take on fuel as well. Is there fuel you can actually pick up? I'm thinking if you can also destroy bridges and things. It's basically you try and destroy as much as you possibly can. So you can see there the fuel. Let's take this wee guy out. I'm too late. Whoa! Oh, I've been hit. You can see my movements a wee bit more sluggish. Ah, bollocks, you probably saw the flashing target on the bridge. I think these are the ones you've really got to try and destroy. It was telling me to land. There we go. Oops. And I should take on more fuel, I think. What am I doing? Forgetting the controls again. Anyway, that's Blue Max. Sorry, Blue Max. Put my false teeth back in again. Yeah, that's definitely worth checking out. Right, this is Blue Max 2001. Blimey, that sounded like... I remember playing that game and it sounded like the future. 2001. Whoa, that's light years away. And here we are, we're now in 2016. And indeed, this game was 15... It was set 15 years ago. Right, it doesn't want to start. Bear with me. There we go. Right, and I've got to say, I don't remember much about this game. I did have it. How do you... Ah, right, okay. Right, it seems to be moving now. Obviously, this is what they thought 2001 was going to look like. We'd be flying about in little spaceships above barren landscapes. It's very, very similar, you can see, to the original Blue Max. You're having to destroy sort of other ships. Oh, it was like a laser thing. Destroy bridges. Yeah, we've got fuel as well. The only thing they've done is they've changed the direction. Instead of sort of flying left to right, you're now flying right to left. I wonder why they chose to go that way. This doesn't... It doesn't really have the same nostalgia for me, this one. I think I prefer the... I definitely prefer the original. With a little... I was going to say, is it a biplane? No, it's not a biplane. I'm not sure what kind of plane it is in Blue Max. Again, graphics are really nice. Quite, you know, the backgrounds look very kind of desert-like. Or is it moon? Are you on the moon? Possibly. Who knows? Right, you can also shoot in different directions, but I'm trying to figure out how you... Oh, just taking a hit. Ah, yeah, it's not bad. I definitely prefer the original Blue Max. So, anyway, that's enough of that one. That is Blue Max 2001. Right, okay, this is Doughboy. I'm not quite sure when it was released, but I do remember this getting absolutely panned by Zap magazine. It got one of the worst scores ever. So let's give it a go. I think I did have I'm sure I did a 10-minute mashup of this. Anyway, let's try it. Now, apparently, a doughboy during the war was you had to try and... What were you trying to do? You had to like deliver ammunition to the trenches, something like that. Now you control the little guy down the bottom here. Ah, so you can actually shoot as well. So this is set in World War II. And I think you're trying to get from the left side of the screen to the right. But what you'll notice there is there's this rather annoying missile. And I think you're safe when you're in the trench. Yeah, I think you are. Ah, bollocks. Oh, 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 keep going. Right, where am I? I'm back again. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what these things are. You seem to get points when you pick up things. You've failed your mission and lost all the members of your squad. You're dishonourably discharged for failing to perform the duty assigned to you. That's nice of them. Right, let's go again. F7 to continue. But yeah, I did have a shot of this as a mashup, and I remember thinking, it's not that bad. I mean, I've played worse, yes. It is rather frustrating. You kind of seem to avoid that missile thing. Right. Am I dead? What happened? How did I die? I guess sometimes games can be panned, not because they're particularly bad games, but because alright, have I got to try and pick up everything? Possibly, have I? Ah, right, I think I've got you. So the idea is you need to try and collect, oops, a daisy guy, because it shows you down the bottom the things you've picked up, I think. Right, it's rather annoying trying to avoid that thing. Yeah, but anyway, that's Doughboy. It's not that bad. It's slightly frustrating. Graphics and that seem decent enough, and the sound's alright as well. So anyway, let's batter on. Right, this is the wonderful Drelbs. This is one bizarre game. It really is. But you know what? I love this game. I used to play this plenty of times back in the day. It's a bizarre game to try and explain, so I'm not even going to attempt to explain it. I'll just let you see it, and we'll try and talk about it as we're actually playing it. Now, you control this little eye with legs, and you move about really anywhere inside the actual arena. But what you do is, if you close a gate and make a square, it fills in like so. Now you're relentlessly pursued by this very, very sinister looking, looks a wee bit like Evil Otto out of Berserk. Well, apart from Evil Otto's a circle and this guy's square, but it's a bizarre looking, it's like an envelope with a face, a complete blank expression. Now if you're quick enough and clever enough, you can't kill this guy. Well, you can technically. What you've got to do is you've got to trap him inside a square, which is always, hey, there we go, easier said than done. Now when you do that, obviously it contains him, I think, for a short time, and then he escapes again. So it basically gives you time, there you go, he's back out, it gives you time to sort of try and get a few more squares filled in. Now this little slug type thing that runs along the bottom, you can't, if you touch it you die. Why is he still moving? Ah, bollocks! Now you probably saw there, I accidentally moved into it looks like a devil. If you move into that square you die. Now what you'll find is once there's less squares to fill in, they all start, the actual squares themselves start to kind of take on a different form, which you'll see in a second if I can. Now this wee guy with the face, he moves completely randomly, so you just have to be very, very careful. Ah, damn it. Oops. That's silly. And it's got some of the oddest sound ever. But I love this game, I just loved it. Once I actually figured out how to play it, it's actually a really, really good game. Ah, bollocks, I was trying to position myself to... try to position myself to try and get the face. You know what, I saw that coming a million miles away, and I was just too stupid to actually try and avoid it. Yeah, that's me dead. Like, I'm just going to have another quick shot because I love this game so much. Although it has been a while since I played it. Yeah, I want to let you see what happens once you close make all the squares and there's none left. So you need to be very careful. Ah, that face, that devil thing, when he appears inside a square, when he disappears he basically reopens the square. So you've got to go and fill it in again. Oops. Bugger off. Right. Right, oops, have I filled in all the squares? Yeah, I certainly have. Now, what you'll see there is all the squares start to fill in. Now, you don't want to touch the devil, but you'll see a pattern that looks like U, lots of U. You'll see what I mean once it actually does it. There you go. Now, when you move into that like so, you then get this little bonus thing. Now, the idea being is you've got to try and move over or collect all the little images of yourself, and this little guy moves along the bottom, shooting up and down. You've got to try and avoid him. What's interesting about this game is it doesn't appear to be any use for the fire button, which is quite unusual. Now this guy can only fire up or down. You can't fire diagonally, so as long as you're sort of diagonally away from him, what I'll try and do is get him to come up if I can. It's a bizarre game, it really is. Anyway, listen, that's 5 minutes. Oh, you've now got two of these horrible looking envelope type face things, but check it out. It looks odd, but it's tremendous fun. It's definitely a classic. Right, this is Fort Apocalypse. Now, I love this game to bits. If you want to play the best version, I hate to say it, but it's the Atari. I don't know why I'm saying I hate to say it, because I love the Atari to bits. It's just, it plays smoother. It does play better, but this was the version that I was brought up on the C64, and it's a cracker of a game. It really is. If I can start it, I don't think this is me playing. Must be a different joystick, bear with me. Right, here we go. 6 planes left now. You start off. What? Why did I die there? Why did I die there? That's bizarre. So the first thing you need to do is fuel up. Now the idea behind this game is you have basically got to infiltrate this sort of cavern. There are hostages or people trapped inside. So you must take out all the various gun placements, and you've got helicopters that chase you, and you've got these horrible little, these things there fire heat-seeking missiles, and they're an absolute sod to get away from. I mean, this one plays really well, but the Atari 800 one just plays that bit nicer. Try and take it out if I can. Now I think I did a Why I Love for this game, so I'll see if I can find it and put a link up at the top right just now. Whoa, where's he come from? Ah, you git! He disappeared out of nowhere. That's a bit unfair. Nah, I will not bother with fuel just now. I don't know what these little things are. They look like something to defend, or they just kind of move about. They don't cause you much bother as long as you're careful and don't touch them. So once you can get enough space, you can then get inside and blast it. Now, there's the wee guy there. You can't land in that, but what you can do is you can land here, and that saves. Oops. Like so, that then saves your position, so when you die. Now I think I have no, I didn't, I thought I just killed her. See, there's 5 men to rescue. I just love the sort of the exploration part of the game. Now if you don't touch the joystick you can see you gradually fall down. Now you've got lasers here which you need to be very careful of. Now you may notice that square thing is moving, so what you need to try and do is line yourself up with it. So it's currently moving from left to right now. Is that going the right way? Ooh, quick. Oh no, I want to get away from him. Wasn't too bad. Ah! You twat! Now I should reappear, yep. On that little... Whoa! Right, picked up two guys. And you may have noticed if you turn round like so, you fire straight down. Oh, bugger off. Oh, whoa. I'm not doing particularly well at this. I make no apologies about playing... bollocks, it was moving the wrong way. I make no apologies about playing this game more than others because this is just an absolute epic game. But like I says, if you want the best version, go and check out the Atari 800 one. And you can see that's now moving that way. You need to wait for the gap to appear. Come on! Ah, damn it. Anyway, listen, I better crack on. That's 5 minutes of this one. That is the absolutely wonderful Fort Apocalypse. Right, this is Lode Runner's Rescue. There was a game called Lode Runner. Now I thought Lode Runner was released by Synapse, or it might have been Broderbund, which was another American company. But anyway, Synapse did not release the original game, it would appear, but this was like the sort of follow-up to it, released in 1985. I did play this back in the day, and if I remember rightly, I wasn't overly impressed with it. Right, space to start. Okay, fire button. There we go. That's right. It's a kind of pseudo 3D look to it. Right. Right, you control this. I can only imagine it's a person, and you've got to try and collect all the keys. Now it kind of feels like, is that a cat at the top? It looks like a cat of some sort. Right, okay, so you can press the fire button and you jump. What? What happened there? Have I just fallen into the abyss, possibly? I'm not quite sure. Right, okay, it appears that you can't fall into the holes. Right, let's try again. Alright, let's go up here and... avoid the cat. It's not the prettiest looking game. I think I preferred the original Lode Runner. I mean, to be honest, this has really got absolutely nothing in common with the original. The original was a side platformer with little graphics, but this is... damn it. I'm not overly keen on that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's Lode Runner's Rescue. This is Necromancer. Released in... does it tell you? No, it doesn't actually tell you when it was released. I can remember hearing about this game, but I've never ever played it. Never played that at all, so I've got no idea what it's about or if it's any good or not. Commodore version, blah blah blah. So yeah, I think all these games that we're looking at, they were all originally released on Atari ST. Not Atari ST, the Atari 800 I should say. Right. Okay. Right, I appear to be controlling this crosshair thing, and I think, am I getting points for picking these things up? Yeah, I don't know, are they actually attacking me? Possibly? Like wee kinda orc type things, and it's getting faster and faster and faster. Now it looks like, is that trees are building up or something? I'm really not too sure. It would probably pay to actually read the instructions sometimes, Alan, but you know me, I don't do that. I just load the game up and play it. Right, so I'm picking up points for killing these things, but I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do. Right, pressing fire button appears to kinda plant a tree. But I'm really not too sure what the aim of the game is. I'm hoping there's going to be more to it than just this, because this is pretty tedious. I don't know what that thing is. It's like a lamp with a big eye. Right, these things are getting faster. Is that a spider or something, is it? Looks like it. Well, I'm certainly... Right, trees, seeds. Ah, right, okay. So I have got 7 seeds still to plant. 5. How are we doing? 4 seeds left. Does the level possibly end once all your trees have grown or something? Oh, up here I've got more seeds. Is that a good thing? I don't really know. Anyway, listen, that's a bit tedious. It might get better, I don't know, but I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing, so that's Necromancer. Let's batter on. Okay, this is NYC, or New York City, to give its full title. Apparently it's a racing game. Never seen this one or even heard of it, so let's give it a go. Right, you can see there I look less like a car and more like what do you call them? What are these? Licorice all sorts. Is it different? You've got the what do you call it? The licorice and the other wee bits, like a sandwich, licorice sandwich. That's what you look like. Bloody hell! You know what this actually reminds me of? It reminds me of the Grand Theft Auto, the very first one. Whoa! Don't get killed. So I'm now controlling this little guy. Can I go inside buildings? Central Park. Yeah, this is the precursor to. Never mind the other stuff. This is definitely what inspired Grand Theft Auto. And it's amazing, you know, you find games like this and you realise that, yeah, they might look old and crusty now, but you know, if it wasn't for these games, there's been a crash. You got your insurance details, mate. Oh, I didn't even say ya. You just stopped. Oh, I've just been run over. Ha! As you get run over, you end up in the hospital. Yep, this game has definitely inspired Grand Theft Auto. I don't care what anyone says. I've got no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Carrying garage. Ah, right, okay, garage. Whoa. Can I walk in the grass? That's probably better. Right, so there's the garage. Ah, okay, right. Stop and wait. I've got to say, this game's quite appealing. It's got nice little graphics. Yeah, they're not the most detailed in the world. Right, how do I get into my car? Space, possibly? Nope. That pauses things. Is that my car? Oh, that's my car there, is it? Or is it there? Hey, there we go. What happened there? Why am I back in hospital? Right, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, listen, that is definitely interesting. That has inspired Grand Theft Auto in all these sandbox games. Absolutely. Right, anyway, New York City, released in whenever. Let's batter on. Right, this, oops, it appears to have started already. This odd little game is Pharaoh's Curse. And I appear to be controlling the little chap at the top of the screen. If I push up, I raise my hands. And up, down, up, down, up, down, and step to the left, step to the right, up, down. Yeah, okay, enough of that. You can fire. Now, whoa, is that a mummy that's going to kill me? What on earth? I like the graphics. It's very similar to Jumpman Jr., which was released by Epix. Really small graphics, but plays nicely. Ah, damn it. I've really got no idea what I'm trying to do here. Pharaoh's Curse, Commodore version. Let's try once more. Or enter password. Oh, that's quite unusual. To have a password back in 1983, yeah. So again, it was a very early game. Can I jump? Whoa, what's happened there? I appear to be getting transported somewhere. I'm going to get dropped onto some spikes. I've got no idea what's going on here. I'm assuming, whoops, I'm assuming you're obviously going to try and find, oh there's a key, find treasure or something. Can I go that way? No I can't. I must be able to go down here. So it doesn't appear you die when you fall. Right, I'm guessing that's a sort of lift type thing, yep. I'm not quite sure what it means when you put your arms up in the air like that. You can't seem to jump. There's an Egyptian and a mummy by the looks of things. Let's try and kill the mummy, even though he's already dead. Anyway, listen, that's Pharaoh's Curse. Right, this is Protector 2. Now, given it's Protector 2, I'm guessing there must have been a Protector 1, but I don't see it in the list, so let's give it a wee go. Whoops, a daisy. Right, it looks like I am some sort of little ship type. Ah, bollocks. Oops, a daisy, right, you don't thrust too high. Right, so why can't I kill that? Can I drop bombs? So it's kinda like, I was going to say a Defender clone. Damn it. It's rather rudimentary graphics, I think. Oops, a daisy. Yeah, I think they've tried to this is their take on Defender. Graphics are... Can I pick these things up? Ah, I certainly do. Right, what do I do then? Do I take him back? I'm assuming... Oh, right, that's... Oops, right, okay. Aye, it's kinda like... It's kinda like a sort of... Their take on Defender, I think. Right, so let's pick... So you press... No, you don't, nah, you do. You press space... You press the fire button. Now, can I drop him off? No. You just crash. Right, it's kind of going a bit haywire anyway. I've probably seen enough of that one. That is Protector 2. Right, this is Quasimodo. I've always seen adverts of this game, but again, it's another one of these ones I've never actually played. So press F1 for one player, F7 to start, so F1, F7. Right, hang on, I think it might be a different joystick port. Right, okay, here we go. Right, so I appear to be playing the thing at the top, which I'm guessing you're playing the part of Quasimodo. And what you've got to do here is drop rocks onto the guys. You can't see me jump over them at all, so what you've really got to do here is just drop rocks like so. I think I prefer the Ocean Hunchback game, which was based on the arcade one. This feels more like one of these Nintendo Game & Watch type things where you're just sort of moving left and right. Okay, let's give it one more go. It's certainly difficult. Move. Aye, that's alright. It's no. I think it would get pretty boring pretty quick. I'm hoping there's other levels. You're not just stuck with this one thing. Right, so you can throw rocks to the side. Get off. Right, if I just completed the level, I think, possibly. Is a bat good or bad? The joystick's kind of playing up a wee bit. Right, anyway, listen, that's enough of that one. That is Quasimodo. That's alright, I suppose. Okay, next up is Rainbow Walker. I was going to say Rainbow Warrior there. Rainbow Walker. Released in 1983. See, these are all very, very early games. So, again, never played this one. Round 1. Are you ready? Yep, bring it on. Bring it on, big boy. Right, well, man, I'm trying to figure out who I am. Am I that little purple thing? Right, okay, I'm that little... I don't know what you would describe. Is the idea to try and move forwards? I thought it was a bit like Qbert at first. Ah, so am I going to colour in all the grey squares? I think I have, yeah. I thought it was a bit like, is it Trailblazer on the C64, where you're kind of like a race type game, but it's nothing like that. It's kind of more, it's got more in common with Qbert, I would say. Again, never played this game. I can't even recall if I've heard of it. Oh bollocks! Yeah, it does feel a bit like Qbert. Maybe not quite as difficult, because what I thought made Qbert really difficult was the fact that it's diagonals, and it's not always easy getting a diagonal on a joystick. But you know, when you're pressing up and down, left and right, it's marginally simpler. But I think this game could actually be quite good fun. So basically, you just got to fill in the different colours. Oops, a daisy. Alright, so there's, yep, it's a different coloured stripe Oh, the pink, orange. Ah, that's actually not bad. I think I could quite get used to playing that. That's Rainbow Walker. Right, this is Sentinel. Not the Sentinel, just Sentinel. Created by Brian Brandenburg. I always thought this, you know, the screenshots of this game always looked really impressive. So it looks like a floppy disk in the middle there. But anyway, let's bar on. Skirmish assault, right? I think we'll go for skirmish, which I'm guessing is probably easier. Right, so I am controlling the crosshair. And I move. I pick where I want to go, what zone I want to go to. And I guess we're kinda. Okay, so I was navigating through the asteroid field. Right, so what we're now looking for. Find it, here we go, right. It kinda feels a wee bit like Star Wars. But obviously filled in sprites rather than sort of vector graphics. But the graphics are quite impressive, as is the sound. Nice kind of font as well in our presentation. You don't appear to independently control these sector cleared, Captain. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I like the way the guns move up and down. When you pull back, they move up, and you push forward, they move down. And they even move in and out depending on if you turn left or right. Right, so I'm guessing I'm trying to avoid getting hit with asteroids. Right, okay, what's happening now? Not quite sure. Anyway, listen, that doesn't matter, let's move on to something else. That is Sentinel. Right, this is Seamus by William Matagas. William Matagas is Seamus. I remember playing this game, getting a copy of it way back, and I just loved this game to bits. The music is so iconic for me, it just takes me right back, even hearing it just now. It's kind of like a sort of a Berserk type game. So anyway, let's just play it anyway, and I can talk and play at the same time. So spacebar, is it not spacebar? F7 to start game. Okay, here we go. It's the wrong joystick port, bear with me. Right, okay, here we go. So you control this little, it looks like a kind of cowboy type thing. I just thought it plays so well. Now, the reason I say Berserk, if you hang about too long, you get this guy here, which is kind of similar to Evil Otto. Yeah, I just loved it. I just think it's a really polished looking game. Now, I'll give you an interesting story about this game. When I was still living at my parents' house, I was 17 years old, had my Commodore 64, and my mum, I had my Commodore 64 in my bedroom, and my mum came into my bedroom in the morning, and she said, were you up playing your computer at like 2 o'clock in the morning? I'm like, no. And I wasn't. I mean, I used to play my computer quite late at night, but she says, were you not playing it at like 2 in the morning? I says, no, not at all. And she says, well, I heard this music of a game, and she started to kind of hum the game to me, or the tune, and it was this game here. And she said that she heard that music about 2 o'clock in the morning, even though my computer wasn't even turned on, and I hadn't been playing it. So yes, I think this game is actually haunted. Oh, what's going on here? Alright, okay. I love that, even that wee intro, it's so polished looking. But yeah, you can see there, you've got, yep, Seamus, the Shadow, Extra Lives. It's kind of like Berserk meets Gauntlet, I would say. So F7 again, let's go for one more quick go. It's just really, really polished. Ah, bollocks. Now, when there's enemies on the screen, you move slower. And then once all the enemies die, I think you speed up. Yep. Whoa! You've got to be very, very careful. Pick up the potion. Oof, that was close. Yeah, it does play very similar to Berserk. Even the baddies can kill each other, they can shoot each other. Oh, that's an extra life, that's always handy. Whoa! Ah, remember these guys, they just, can you outrun them? Aye, nah, you can shoot them, yeah. I don't know what that thing looks like. It looks like a kind of, it looks like a, what do you call it, a swimming aid type, a rubber ring type thing with a horn on the top. Very, very bizarre. Yep, anyway, listen, that is a wonderful game, definitely worth checking out. That is Seamus. Right, Seamus Case 2, this is the sequel. Again, it's William Mataga's Seamus 2. Now, they totally changed the viewpoint of this game. Is it F7? Let's just give it a second. Bloody hell. Aye, they've, instead of right, so it's spacebar to jump. Wait a minute, what's going on here? How do I... Have I got to run and jump? Christ, that's hard. Ah, right, I thought that was some kind of platform, so I can actually move about here. Right, okay. I remember being quite excited when I got a copy of this game, because I loved the first one so much. That's the shadow thing, whatever he's called. But it just didn't really click with me the same as the first one. Good sound effects, right enough, really, really good. Right, I've got no idea what I'm trying to do here. How did I get through? I've got to kill him? Can't see me shoot. Right, anyway, yeah, it might be worth sticking with, but I definitely prefer the first one, and I did feel that was a slight disappointment. But that's Seamus Case 2. Okay, Slam Ball, dedicated to all the good people at Synapse. That's awfully nice of them. Right, space or fire button. Slam Ball, Stephen Biggs. 1984. Never ever played this game. Ah, right, okay. So it's that there pinball. Right, okay, it's right and left on the joystick to operate the paddles. Right, that'll be him then. It's actually not too bad. I mean, the physics of the ball movement probably could be better, but you know, we're talking about 1984 here, guys, so this was before arcade pinball and whatnot. Ugh, bollocks. Anyway, listen, that's enough of that one. That's Slam Ball. Right, Survivor. And you can probably hear the Rise of the Valkyries music. All the classical music was used in a lot of the early computer games purely and simply because they could, and there was absolutely no copyright to speak of, so they could just basically make whatever they wanted. They could just make their own versions of it, and there were no royalties or anything like that to pay at all. So Survivor, it kinda feels familiar to me, but I don't really remember too much about it, if that makes any sense. How do we start it? F7 seems to be my favourite to start. Right, okay, so I am controlling this little, what can only look like an asterisk of some description. Right, you don't want to touch the walls, or you die. I kinda think I remember playing this game, but I can't be 100% sure. Alright, so what I want to do now is... ah, damn it. F7. Now, is the idea of the game to clear all the squares? I'm really not too sure. Oops, a daisy. Okay, let's try again. Now, I do get a fair bit of criticism from people saying, why don't you try and learn how to play the game before you make a video of it? The thing is, guys, when you're trying to play about 20 different games for every, for a video like this, you've simply not got the time. So I just fire these games up and play them. I always have done, even my 10-minute mashups. I never ever practice them. Some games I've played because they're maybe one of my favourite games, but a lot of the games I play I've never played before, and that's how I roll. I just fire it up and start it. I never read instructions or anything. If you want to see more in-depth gameplays, then you're probably better looking elsewhere, because this channel isn't going to do that, I'm afraid. Right, I appear to be getting points for destroying... oh, right, you can't destroy that thing, whatever it is. Right, okay, listen, enough of that one. It's alright, it might be alright if you actually take time to learn it, like what I didn't do. So, Survivor, let's batter on. Okay, this is the Warriors of Zypar. Now, I remember seeing this game and thinking it looked awesome. It looked like next generation. The graphics were so good. Does it still stand up today? Let's take a look. F7 to start. Right, now, what am I? Right, okay, I'm the... I don't even know what the idea of the game is. I'm the blue thing. I'm the wee guy on the blue platform. Is it some kind of football-y type game? I can't for the life of me remember what the idea of the game is. Oh, is it... I thought it was to try and hit it into that gate. What? Did I just get beat 3-0 there? I think I did. I have got no idea. Right, pressing the fire button makes you thrust upwards. Right, he's getting stuck up there. Hey, I've fallen off my platform, I don't know how I get up. There we go, I can run about like some sort of madman. Right, I think he's just scored, total score. You know, I can't even remember what I'm supposed to do with this game, but I remember being pretty blown away with how this game looked. But then it was kind of like three-dimensional, and you know, it was pretty rad for a game, you know, that was released in 1983, 1984, whenever it was. Yeah, like I said, I can't remember for the life of me what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I've got to try and hit it into the goals or put it on that platform type thing. Come on. Am I getting a point? I don't seem to be. Get on. Right, anyway, I'm getting bored now. That is the Warriors of Zypar. Okay, second from last game, guys. This is Zaxxon, or to give it its proper name, Sega's Zaxxon. Yep, we even had arcade conversions, official arcade conversions, back in 1983. Now I did 1980. No, I think 1982. Surely not. I think that might have been when the Zaxxon the game came out in arcades. But I remember playing this and being quite impressed with it. So let's see if it still is any good or not. It was very, very eye-catching, the graphics. Yep, I remember this game very well. It's a really, really difficult game. Really nice graphics. Pretty tough though. Up, get up. Yeah, I think, do you go into some sort of tunnel, I think? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've played this game. A really long time. Ah, that's right, you've got to take on these guys. Now, you've got to be in the right sort of trajectory, you've got to be in the same height as these guys, but I can't remember how you determine whether you are or not. Right, it looks like I was, and I've just been hit. But this is actually a pretty good conversion in the arcade. Really nice graphics. Silky smooth as well. Ah, balls. Right, I think when it does the wee cross, it means that you're the right size, or the right height, I should say. Is this a tunnel bit coming up, or maybe I've still got slightly further to go? So you've obviously got to make sure you can sneak through the little hole in the wall. Right, I've got to be just at the perfect height here. Not too high, not too low. And the way to determine the height you're at is by shooting. Because if your bullets hit the wall, then you know you're at the wrong height. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm actually doing a lot better than I probably did back in whenever it was. Let's not bother trying to take that thing out. Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up. Ah, arse. Anyway, listen, that is the rather sublime Zaxxon. Right, another William Mataga game. That were the guy that done Seamus. This is Zeppelin. And it is what it says on the tin. You are a Zeppelin. Which is a large balloon thing now. Is it going to be F7 to start? Yep, they seem to favour the F7 button to start. I don't know why they couldn't make it the joystick. Now, I remember playing this quite a bit back in the day. I really enjoyed it. It kind of it felt a bit like Fort Apocalypse. Alright, so you pull down. It's kind of coming back to me now. It's coming back. Pressing up and down, fires up and down, but you already fire to the side. Always like these kind of balls. These games you got to explore places. I'm not quite sure the purpose of that. It's kinda almost on rails. You know, you can obviously move your ship up and down, left and right, whatever. But I think the screen just automatically guides you where you've got to go. Oh, that doesn't sound very good. Right, I'm not quite sure where I'm going now. Let's try again, one last go. But this is the very last game, guys. I have enjoyed playing these games. These were games that I had a lot of fun. These were the games that really were the first games I got to play in my C64, and that's why I've got such fondness for them. You know, there was one or two turkeys, but there was a lot of the games here were just excellent. You know, when you compare them to what else was out there, especially in the British market, there were some absolute abysmal games, and you know, these were American games, and they just seemed a hell of a lot better than what we had in the UK. But yep, so that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Like I've said before, if there's any company you would like to see me do, you know, a They Did What feature of, please put the comment below and I'll see what I can do. And finally, guys, thank you very much for watching.